Welcome to Channel 18's Community Journal. And this morning our first guest is Barbara Ann Foley, Director at the Council on Aging. And Barbara Ann has some new news, is that right? You got new news?
I do. I have a couple little snippets of things to catch people up. We recently held a focus group, and basically what came out of that were some wonderful ideas. So I would ask you to stay tuned in your newsletter and tell me what you think of the ideas that we put forth. I'm not going to even give you a sneak peek because the list was so long and it's wonderful. We had a really great group, and I want to thank the people who joined us. We may be doing a few more of those in the future, so if you see it in the newsletter, please don't hesitate to join us. But it really gave us a sense of people were happy with what we were doing and had some great ideas for our future.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty good response.
Yeah, it was. We were pleasantly surprised, and we had a nice number, 10. We were hoping for 12, but we had 10. It was great.
And how many new ideas did you get?
Oh my gosh! Well, the pads that you are on a flip chart, we filled 2.5 of them.
Wow!
So I don't know the exact number, but it was quite a lot of them.
And those are all new ideas.
They were. Some were repeat things like movies and things like
Yes.
that, but we had some new ideas that we're going to try and implement a few of.
Oh, very good.
So when we turn our calendars over, we're going to be shortly into a new year, 2017. And in my head, that always clicks forward that the Senior Tax Work-Off Program will also be turning over again and starting over. What is the Senior Tax Work-Off Program? Well, it is property tax relief. And if you're 60 years of age, there is an income qualifier. I don't have enough time to go through all of the details, but certainly call me if you have any questions and I can read them to you. You go to the assessor's office, they do the income qualifying piece, and if you qualify, you work for the town for 100 hours, and you get an approximate $999 or something like that. It has a little bit of money taken out for OBRA and Medicare and that kind of thing, but it is relief off of your property tax bill. So it's a win-win. The person gets some relief and the town gets some work done that needs to be done that somebody else can give back and do for us. So
what is the value of it has to be your income, right?
Yes, and
no, that could be, you could get income from
it's income and assets.
Social Security, you can get it from a pension. Does all of that count?
It does. They look at your assets in value except the home, and those cannot exceed a certain amount, and it's different if you're single and different if you're married. There's a lot of details to it. So you can either call the assessor's office or you can call our office and I can read you the criteria. But we're trying to get more people interested because some people are what we call in our field house rich, cash poor. Mm-hmm. And basically that means that the most money you have is in the value of your house. And if you seem to be in that position and at the end of each month you're kind of running short on funds, whether it's groceries or medication or what have you, definitely come see us because you may indeed qualify for this program. And if you do, it's a wonderful program. And you also, if you qualify for this, you also qualify for 41C, which is the senior exemption. So in essence, before the whole taxes, you get approximately $2,000 off of your tax bill. If you qualify for one, you qualify for the other.
Sounds pretty good.
So yeah, it's a really nice relief for people if indeed they qualify. And a number of people do, and they don't know that they do. So the last thing I wanted to tell you about, we have a very fun, in wintertime, sometimes you get the winter doldrums and some people get sad or even depressed because there's not a lot of light and it gets dark real early, or because it's really cold and they're by themselves and they don't want to go out and they're kind of sick of the house. We have a fun program by a gentleman named John Porcino, and it's called A Heck of a Way to Stay Warm. And it's a Winter Wonderland program. He will be here at Supper Club on Monday, December 19th. And I want to thank the Harwich Cultural Council because they are the reason that he's able to come to us. We could not afford him otherwise. He is a storyteller, a musician, and just a very fun and funny guy. He doesn't hesitate to act silly, and he gets everybody in the audience laughing and singing, and usually has a pretty good crowd and a lot of fun. So if you've never seen John before, please don't hesitate to join us. Supper is only $5, so you get supper and entertainment for $5, and again, that's on December 19th. So I think that's it, Paul.
Well, that's good news.
It is good news.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, and
Thank
good
you.
luck with the programs.
Thanks for tuning in.